on just the single tournament cards on Card Sharks. And now, here's your host of Card Sharks, BenS71287.
Thank you. And welcome everyone to episode number 9 of Card Sharks BigJon's for the PC. BenS71287 is my returning champion with $10,100, and he has elected to go head-to-head against AubreyS1987. Okay, let's load the cards up. Zoom in a bit. Okay, now we're good to go. Okay, Ben, first question is to you. Ben, we asked 100 people. Did the CIA know something about the assassination of President Kennedy? Then it's telling. How many of these 100 people said, yes, the CIA knows something about the assassination of President Kennedy? Then it's telling. He's saying 62. 62 out of 100 people said that the CIA knows something that they're not telling us about President Kennedy's assassination. Aubrey, higher or lower?
Let's go lower.
Go lower. The actual number of these people who actually know something about the CIA is 85. It is not lower. It is higher. Wow. Okay, Ben. Ben's got a legit reason. Ben, your first card is a 10. Changing that 10. I don't blame him. Bet 10 becomes an 8.
Ouch. Higher.
Higher than an 8? Yes, a 10.
Lower.
Taking a chance. Lower than a 10? Yes, a 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. Oh no, it's another 4.
Alright.
Aubrey, this is your chance. You have to play the card. You do not win the question. It's a jack.
Lower.
Lower than a jack?
No.
Oh no, it's another jack.
Oh, poop pesty.
Aubrey, next question is to you. This is a pretty funny one. Listen to this. Aubrey, next question is to you. Aubrey, we asked 100 4th grade boys. If you were on an island, would you like to be stranded with your mother or Brooke Shields? How many of these 4th grade boys said they would like to be stranded on an island with their mom?
I don't.
I think that's going to be a pretty low number. I'm going to say about 25.
25, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, 25. Ben, rather, do you think that's higher or lower than 25?
I'd rather be stuck stranded on the desert island with Brooke Shields, so that's going to be lower.
Going lower. The actual number of these 4th grade boys who like to be stranded with mom instead of Brooke Shields is 80. It is not lower. It is higher.
Really?
What?
Really? Wow.
Believe it or not. Aubrey, you can play the jack or change it.
Okay, I have a jack. I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to go lower.
Lower than a jack?
No.
Oh no, it's an 8.
Oh no.
Ben, you have to play the 8. You didn't win the question.
Oh god, lower.
Lower than an 8?
No.
Oh no, it's a king. Bad luck with cards today.
No.
Ben, next question is to you. Ben, we asked 100 single women. Did you think a man was only after sex, but later discovered he's in love with you? How many of these single women said yes, they thought a man was only after sex, but later discovered he's in love with her?
Sex and bed, fell in love. I'm thinking around 55 of them.
55 out of 100 single women said that they thought a man was only after sex, but later discovered that the man was in love with them. Aubrey, higher or lower than 55?
I'm going to go higher.
Going higher. The actual number of these women who thought that a man was after sex is 41. It is not higher. It is lower. Now, Ben, you can change the 8 or you can play it. Changing that 8. That 8 becomes a 4, a much better card.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. Yes, a 7.
3.
Freezing on the 7, not giving Aubrey a chance at the cards. This is the 4th and final question. Someone must win on this play of the cards. Aubrey, the question goes to you. We asked 100 people, Aubrey. What's the fastest time in seconds that a horse has run a mile?
Oh. 20?
Says 20 seconds. Ben, higher or lower?
Higher.
Thinks it's higher. The actual number of seconds that a horse has traveled in a mile is 92. It is much higher.
Wow.
Wow.
Now, Ben, here's the situation. You won the question. You can play the 7 or change it. You need 3 cards to win. Aubrey needs 4. You can play the 7 or change it, or you can pass it to Aubrey.
Pass.
You're going to pass it to Aubrey. Okay, Aubrey, you need to run the table.
Okay, lower.
Lower than a jack? An 8.
8. Higher?
Trying it. Higher than an 8?
No.
Oh no, it's a 4, and Ben wins match number 1. Okay, next round. Round 2. Aubrey, this is make or break. We'll deal out the cards. And the first question is to Ben. Ben, we asked 100 married men. Did you tell your best friend something they wouldn't dare to tell your wife? Their wife. How many of these 100 men said yes, they've told their best friend something that they wouldn't dare to tell their own wife?
Well, now we know the wedding's gonna be pretty dirty this year. Let's go with 45.
45 out of 100 married men said that they've told their best friend something that they wouldn't tell their wife. Aubrey, higher or lower?
It's gotta be higher.
The actual number of these men who told something to their best friend but not to their wife is 55. It is indeed higher.
Alright.
Now, Aubrey, your first card is a 10.
Let's change that card.
Changing that 10, I don't blame him. The 10 becomes an ace. A great change.
An 8? Alright. Lower.
Lower than an ace? Yes, a 7. I'm sorry? Freezing on the 7, not giving Ben a chance at the cards. Aubrey, next question is to you. Aubrey, we asked 100 single women. Have you been curious about how much a man spends on jewelry he gave you and asked the jeweler what it's worth? How many of these 100 single women said yes, they've been curious about how much a man spends on jewelry he gave her and asked the jeweler what it's worth?
I'm going to say that's a bit of an up-the-middle number. Let's go about 45.
45 out of 100 about 100 single women say that they believe about their husband, about the man. Ben, higher or lower?
Higher.
Going higher. The actual number of these women the actual number is 43. It is not higher, it is lower.
Alright.
Now, Aubrey, your card is a 7. You can play it or change it.
Change it.
Changing that 7. 7 becomes another ace.
Alright, lower.
Lower than an ace?
No.
Oh no, it's another ace.
You're kidding.
Oh no.
Ben, your card is an ace.
Lower.
Lower than an ace? Yes, the 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. Yes, the 6.
Freeze.
Freezing on the 6. Ben, next question is to you. Ben, we asked 100 newborn mothers. Could you pick your baby up by the sound of its cry when they're blindfolded? How many of these 100 mothers of newborns said yes, they could pick up their baby by the sound of its cry when they're blindfolded? When the mothers are blindfolded, I should say.
So they can't drop the babies while on the ground. Oh my gosh.
Why blindfold the mother?
No, it's something my brother's girlfriend can't even do, so. Just kidding. Okay,
Hopefully she's not watching.
Hopefully. Let's go with, I'm gonna be right in the middle, go half and half, 50.
50 out of 100 mothers said that they could pick up their baby by the sound of its cry when they're blindfolded. Aubrey, higher or lower than 50? Lower? I think it's lower. The actual number of these mothers who could pick up their baby by the sound of their cry if they were blindfolded is 87. It is not lower, it is higher. Ben, you can play the 6 or change it.
Change it.
Changing that 6. The 6 becomes a queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen.
No.
Oh no, it's another queen.
Alright. Lower. Lower.
Lower than an ace? Yes, the 9.
Lower.
Taking a chance. Lower than a 9?
No.
Oh no, it's a 10. Fourth and final question, someone must win on this play of the cards. Aubrey, the question is to you. Aubrey, we asked 100 married women with pets. Would you divorce your husband rather than getting rid of your pet? How many of these 100 married women with a pet said yes, they would divorce their husband rather than getting rid of their pets?
I think that's a low number. 20.
20 out of 100 say that they would divorce their husband other than getting rid of the pets. Ben, higher or lower?
Higher.
Thinks it's higher. The actual number of these married women who have divorced their husband instead of giving up their pet is 12. It is not higher, it is lower. Now, Aubrey, here's the situation. You need this game to win. You need this game to stay alive. You have a great base card of an ace. You need 3 cards to win. Ben needs 2. Ben also has a good base card. He has a queen. Do you want to play the ace, or do you want to pass it to Ben?
I'm going to play the ace. Lower.
Going lower than... Oh, sorry. I passed it by accident.
Okay.
Shoot.
Oops. And I said a queen, right?
Yeah.
Gabby.
Sorry, Aubrey.
Higher.
My eyes are playing tricks on me. Sorry. Well, lower than a queen? Oh no, it's a king, but Aubrey, you end up winning anyway. Sorry about that.
No hard feelings now.
Yeah, if that ended up a win for Ben, I probably would have thrown it out.
Oh well.
We're going.
The only honest thing to do was force a loss anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, third question. This is the third round, 3 cards. I believe the question goes to Ben. Ben, we asked 100 people. Did you ask your house guests to leave after staying for so long? How many of these 100 people said yes, they had to ask their house guests to leave after staying for so long?
61.
61 out of 100 said that they asked their house guests to leave. What do you think, Aubrey? Higher or lower?
Let's go lower.
Going lower. The actual number of these people that asked house guests to leave is 29. It is lower.
All right.
Ben, Aubrey, your first card is an 8.
An 8. Change that card.
Changing that 8, I don't blame him. That 8 becomes a queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen. Yes, an 8. Freezing on the 8. Aubrey, next question is to you. Aubrey, we asked 100 bachelors. Would you marry a woman who lives with a man in wedlock? How many of these 100 bachelors said yes, they would marry a woman who lives with a man in wedlock?
Oh, that is a good question. I will say 15.
15?
No, wait. 25.
25 out of 100 bachelors said they would marry a woman who was in wedlock. Ben, higher or lower?
15.
25 out. Actually, Aubrey changed his answer to 25.
A little bit higher.
A little bit higher. The actual number of these bachelors who would marry a woman in wedlock is 78. It is higher.
Oh, wow.
Ben, your first card is a 4.
Played it 4 higher.
Higher than a 4. Yes, a 7.
I'm about to risk this. Higher.
Taking a chance. Higher than a 7? No. Oh no, it's a 6. Aubrey, break for you. You have to play the 8. You didn't win the question.
I'll say higher.
For the game of the match, higher than an 8? Oh no, it's a 6.
Oh man.
Last question. Ben, we asked 100 married women. When you want your husband something for them, when they want their husband to feel something for them, does it make him feel guilty over feeling loved? How many of 100 married women said when they want their husband to feel something for them makes them feel guilty over feeling loved?
Feeling guilty.
Over feeling loved, yes.
And that's gonna be a guilt trip of a lifetime. I would be wiser to go with 32 of them.
32 out of 100 married women said when they want their husband to feel something for them, to feel guilty instead of feeling loved. Aubrey, higher or lower?
I'll say higher.
Going higher. The actual number of these women who want their husband to feel guilty instead of loved is 21. It is not higher. It is lower. Now this is the last, now Ben, this is your, you won the question, so higher or lower than the 4, or do you want to change it?
Higher.
Higher than a 4. An 8.
Higher again.
Same kind of chance for the game of the match. Higher than an 8? No. Oh no, it's a 5.
And I win!
Actually, Aubrey, you gotta go higher or lower.
Oh wait, it's not the last question?
I don't think so. I guess it's 4 questions as well, but
Okay, higher.
taking a chance. Higher than an 8? Yes, the 9, and Aubrey is our new champion. Well, Ben, Aubrey's going to play the money cards. With Ben, you're leaving us $10,100. Okay, now Aubrey, you start you with $200, and here's $200. Money cards go up in increasing amounts, starting at 200. Move it up to the middle with another 400. You get to the big bet. You must risk at least half. Here's $200. Now you can play the card. You can change a card out of 3 every once a row, and your first card is a king.
All of it lower.
$200 lower than a king. Yes, the jack. You said all of it lower?
I sure did.
Okay. Again, the whole thing. $400 lower. Yes, an 8.
Okay, let's change that with the number 3 card.
Changing it with number 3. That card number 3 is a 3. Come on, $1,600. Higher than a 3. Yes, a 5. You clear the board on the bottom level. $1,600 will give you $400 more. You have $2,000.
Okay, 5 towards me. I'm going to go higher, and I'm going to bet it all.
$2,000. Higher? Thinks it's higher than a 5? Oh no, it's a 4, and Aubrey is busted.
Oh boy.
Unfortunately, Aubrey, the most you can get is $200, but you have a chance at a jackpot. One chance, you find the card with a $sign, and you'll win $60,000.
I'll try number 6.
Trying on number 6. Is it in number 6? No, it's not. It was in 4.
Oh, crap.
So next time the jackpot will be worth $70,000, and Aubrey will come back with a one-game winning total of $200, and I'll see you guys for episode number 10.